Greetings, my good people. How are you guys today? I'm still suffering from a little bit of, I don't know, weather changing, I guess. Y'all know I just came here to have some real talk with y'all. I want to send a shout out to the men who started out wrong but didn't stay that way long. You know, that goes overlooked sometimes by society and definitely by the black woman. We have many tragic ends, many tragic stories. But we also have success stories. We also have that inner city child who didn't have no good but all the odds against them. And they were headed down a road that seemed to nowhere, to death and destruction. But somebody took the time to not only pour into them, but to pray for them and to push them. 3 P's. Pour, pray, and push. And as a direct result of that, they have become great. Might not be what you think is great. Might not be your great. Might not be making 6-figure great. But they became great. They beat the system. They beat that being a long-lasting reflection of who they are as a black man. They beat the odds that was stacked against them. And they made it. So shout out to them. Because so often, not only, as I will say again, does society overlook them and their stories and their testimonials that are promising to that inner city kid today that is a gun pulling happy person, that young man, young boy who is slinging dope on a corner or running drugs through a trap house. It is a ray of hope to that inner city kid who knows they are gifted and they got things down on the inside of them, desires and expressions of culture and creativity that they cannot express otherwise. But somebody poured into them and they could look at the outcome of the other people or the other black men that have been poured into that changed their lives forever. And how they are now pouring back into other African American males to pull them out to say, I once was this, I once did this, I once held a gun, I once shot somebody, I once killed somebody, but I turned my life around and I decided to take all that energy and all that anger and all that influence into making my name great. Shout out to y'all. And I say that because I had a pleasure of interviewing. And I say interviewing because y'all know me, I love to get in the brains of people and just see what makes you tick. Why do you do what you do? What motivates you, especially when it's great things and it's positive things? Why do you do what you do? You know, is it for fame, fortune, gain? Is it for recognition? Why do you do what you do? And I had a pleasure of interviewing a coach, a football coach, a youth football coach who desires to work with maybe 6 and 7-year-olds. And we were talking, and I was asking him, you know, I like to know why people do what they do. Why do you do what you do? What drives you? What motivates you? What pushed you to say, I'm going to get a bunch of inner city little kids. Some of them have home training. Some of them don't. Some of them know about a yes ma'am and a no ma'am. Some of them don't. Some of them know how to be respectable and share, but some of them don't. Some of them cuss you out and cuss at 6. Some of them don't. What do you do? What motivates you? What drives you? And he had the boldness and the security within his health to say to me, a stranger basically, I wasn't always great. I wasn't always a good kid. I was in trouble. And someone took the time to pour into me. Someone took the time to love on me. Somebody took the time to pour on me. The love and the care and the acceptance to pray for me, to tell me that there is a higher being greater than me, and to push me to be the best me. And he didn't say it in those words, but that's how I interpreted it. And he said that it made him want to give back to his community. It made him want to be a better him. And after serving 8 years in the military, he wanted to get out and still do something impactful for the lives of someone else. He's being the light in somebody else's darkness that I always talk about. He's being the light in a child's darkness. You know, most kids that age are horrified of the dark. But he chooses to be the light in that darkness. I think it's great. I think it's awesome. So I say to all the black men out there, who the majority of you are being pegged and lumped up in one big old lump and stereotyped and branded and bad-mouthed by not just society, but us, your black woman, and I have been guilty of it. There are those out there who are winning. Hashtag they win. And they win one child at a time, not abusing them, not molesting them, not corrupting them, but by molding them and helping them make good decisions, and by just making sure they're safe. They're out there and they doing that for our kids. And so I say thank you. Kudos to you. Keep pushing. Keep pouring. Keep praying. Keep praying. Keep pushing. Keep pouring. Keep pouring. Keep praying. Keep pushing. Whatever order you want to do it in, just keep doing it. And I want to say thank you. And I speak for black women who have had the raw end of the stick for too long. Now, when you guys are out there doing your thing, we've seen the other end so much that we sometimes wonder, you know, is that real? Are you really this dude? So I speak for my sisters. We sorry for not recognizing you, for not making it known that you guys are out here winning, and you guys are out here being great, and you guys are out here pouring back into your local communities, into the inner city children who may not ever know what it's like to feel love of a man, a healthy love of a black man. So I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to him for allowing himself to open up to me and to share with me his story. So to all of you out there who are pouring into our children, all you black men who honestly love our culture, our foundational culture that was built on unity, togetherness, raising our kids together as a community. Each one teach one, reach one. Each one reach one, teach one. All of that. Thank you for being young men with still old-fashioned values that have been instilled in you, and you don't have a problem instilling them in someone else. Thank you. I just wanted to have some real talk. And I love to get credit. Give credit. Not get it. Give credit where the credit is due. Give you your roses while you can yet smell them. So kudos to you again. And thank you, my black kings. Always praying for you. Keep doing what you do. And may it be contagious. That even the one who got 12 bodies on him, he can see what you're doing and his life can be touched. And he can see that he has a purpose. And his purpose in this world does matter. Though there may be consequences for a lifestyle that he has led, he still has purpose and it still matters. Once again, always praying for you. Y'all have a great day. Yeah. Kudos to y'all kings. Respectfully, Mon.